guys, so this clip you're about to see was actually filmed back in June when I went down to London to film the Black Lives Matter protest. Now the context of this clip is I was stood amongst a group of protesters who were talking at the police, and at one point I just decided to butt in and ask why they weren't enforcing the coronavirus legislation, because we've been hearing lots about it for months and months, threatened and fined, arrested, etc. And the police told me that they had been ordered not to enforce the legislation by people higher up than them. Now I have uploaded this onto social media before, but the reason that I'm re-uploading it in this format is really in the hopes of drawing more attention to it, because as many of you will know, Piers Corbyn organised an anti-lockdown protest and that took place recently, but he was fined £10,000 for doing so. Now the irony is we're supposed to be big on equality in this country. We talk about equality of races, equality of sexes, equality of genders, and that's great, I'm on board with that, big fan of equality. The problem is that doesn't seem to apply equally when we're talking about people of different views or people of different political ideologies. In this country we're supposed to have something called the rule of law, and a core principle of that is the principle of equality before the law, which means everybody's treated equal in the eyes of the law. Yet these two instances evidence that that is clearly not the case. So I just wanted people to see this because it's straight from the horse's mouth, as they say, and let me know what you think of it.
Music though, they embrace our culture.
What I say to you is that, you know, you have the right to protest, and I really, really support you protesting.
Sorry,
okay?
officer, can I just ask you something?
What I'm asking
Isn't the coronavirus legislation still in force, officer? Isn't the coronavirus legislation still in force? So
it is still in force, yeah.
So how come we're allowed to protest now, but we weren't allowed a few weeks ago? I'm just a bit confused by that. Because I think this, like, as much as it may seem I'm going against it, it just seems like the law's being selectively enforced again, because technically we don't actually have the right to protest right now. So isn't this just another example of the police selectively enforcing the law?
I think it would be pretty hard to enforce the coronavirus legislation out of protest.
Yeah, but you don't have to do it before.
So basically, you're selectively choosing when to enforce the law. That's an admission.
These decisions are made way above my pay grade, all right?
Okay.
It's not
I
something I
understand
can
that.
get involved in, okay? This is decisions made at the top one.
I appreciate that.
Right.
Okay,
On
yeah,
Wednesday,
that's fine.
when we were protesting, lots of peace officers had an opinion and shared their opinion on what was going on. So what's the difference between you and that?
That's up to them. If